big haulers. If it's not a Bachman, is it even a real Bachman? Is it even a real model train? It's not a Bachman. Question as old as time. For as long as someone has made a model train, someone has asked if it was a legit Bachman or not. The only acceptable answer is yes. Just going to button up a couple things on the SR 150. Test run the other day, and it was running pretty good. So I feel safe enough to put the plastics on. What's up, Grass Bass? How you doing, buddy? Been out fishing lately or what? Been catching any bass? Probably not a good time to catch bass, huh? Alright. Joined here by a new edition. Actually, it's the OG host, co-host of Fang's Garage. Just got home from work. Nice. What's good, fam? What's up, BB LeBron? Dang, second shifter, huh? All right. I'm guessing you're making some good money off that. All right. Let me go ahead and get this all lined up. Nice. Well, thanks for tuning in, Grass Bass. Let me actually wanted to get this little shifter peg, not shifter peg, this little clevis thing, clevis pin. I don't know what it's called. This thing. Let me grab the old vice tripod and get this all set up real quick. Yeah, a little bit. Got the pit bike pretty much squared away. So yeah, have a new visitor, and her name is Amie apparently. She's actually one of the original masks that I got when I was probably, I don't know, 14 years old. One of the first. So, cool. Actually move this over here to give you a little better view. Alright. So I'm just planning on drilling a little hole in this if I can. You mark this and drill press is already kind of set up. What? Oh man! Oh nice! Perfect ad placement there. All right. All right. Talk about some perfect ad placement, huh? Yeah. Went from road bike to moped to pit bike. Yep. Yeah, Grass Bass. I am definitely trying to keep busy here. The little scooter, the GY6 scooter, that thing is should have a new ignition coil coming in. So I'm going to hopefully be installing that maybe tomorrow. I think it comes in tomorrow. And then I'm going to talk to my buddy that owns this pit bike and see if he wants to get the rear brake set up for it. So we will see. What's up, Emily Konamos? What's going on? What's up, Big Topic? What's going on? Emily, you watching Courtney here? She is monitoring the chat and she's making sure that everyone is behaving themselves. Gizmo is, of course, as always, not really helping, just kind of helping monitor the snacks that are off camera, just off camera, and that's pretty much all he's good for. He doesn't really help that much. He actually just kind of gets in the way a lot of the times. But that's okay. That's fine. And this is, of course, Amie, who is the newest, one of the newest anchors here at Fang's Garage. Yes, for sure, Giz. He is chilling out on the exhaust pipe. It's kind of warm. But this is one of the first masks that I ever got. I don't know where I got this from, but I think I pulled this off of a foam head or something. It was chilling up in the attic for years, and now it has crawled out. So, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, let me get this drill press kind of set up real quick. These tools out of here. I talked to my buddy that owns the Vulcan also, and I think he's going to try and get a new fuel pump for it soon, so be able to get that thing running and get it on the road. Also, I have to figure out something to do with this. Yanked this out of my swamp cooler the other day. Yanked this out of my freaking collection of Halloween stuff that is normally outside because it's clearly broken. It'll have to be harvested for cuts. Do a little harvesting. Also, I pretty much got everything for the Santa vest squared away. This is the other new one that I have to put on there. Spider Bear. That's a pretty cool name. Got the Santa vest stuff pretty much squared away, so that'll be a cool little project to finish up. Just throw this down there. Garage is getting a little bit cramped with all the projects within projects, huh? Huh? Check this out. I really kind of want to set this thing up. Oh. They weren't lying when they said this is a big hauler. This is almost as big as my motorcycle. Look at this thing. Nice. Just dropped my nice new used helmet on the floor. Check this out.
This is a very accurate gelatin bed
Oh.
It's natural, simple, has zero side effects, and takes less.
Whoa.
No $2,000 injections needed. Just one glass.
Hold on, I have to order this gelatin stuff real quick.
You already have everything you need in your kitchen. So why are companies still making billions selling?
All right. Check this thing out. This is a huge train. It's got the gold belt line, Victor Gold Mining Company. Yeah, what's up, Weasel? What's up, Big Nasty? Thanks, Big Nasty. You have a good day too. Also, yeah, that was just a stress test on the helmet. I hope so. I think it'll be all right. Just a little dirt on there. That's it. Yeah, this thing is pretty cool. And according to the package, it says any bigger, and you'd have to have a ticket. So basically, the reason I wanted to get this so bad, this Bachmann, yeah, dirt's all right on there. The reason I wanted to get this Bachmann train, besides it being $20 and not being very expensive, is because the other day, if you guys saw on my other live, I got another train. So I got this train. Let me turn down this music real quick. So I got this other train, which is also a Bachmann, and I'm pretty sure that the tracks are all going to line up, like as far as they're all going to be the same size and everything. So I've looked at these tracks before, because I've thought about trying to make it go all the way around the perimeter of the garage. And these track pieces are pretty dang pricey, so I'm hoping that with this I'll be able to like combine the tracks and everything. And this looks brand new, so at some point soon, yeah, you just read my mind. Yeah, I thought it'd be cool to actually mount the camera on there so that you guys can get a crazy like perimeter view on a train track going around the whole entire garage. I could set up some sick stuff. Yeah, I thought about it, and I thought about also, yeah, maybe a little Christmas tree set up in here. That'd be sick. Yeah, it'd be cool to at least put the live camera on it. I'm gonna start switch this around real quick. On this hit bike real quick. Guess it didn't matter if this fell on the floor because I could take it off there. Alright. Just gonna find all the little plastic pieces. This little pit bike. Oh yeah, I think I zip tied them all together. That's what I did. I was like, where did they all go? They're all sitting around here in one bundle. Just gotta find it. Maybe is here? No. It's sitting around here somewhere. Trying to clean up, and I should have moved stuff out of the way, and I guess I moved it a little too far out of the way. Also, Andres, once his scooter is done, that will be exported out of the garage, so that's all we see. Room. Where'd that thing go? Jason, so the scooter, I'm pretty sure that it is is the ignition. I took it out for a long test ride the other day, and I'm not sure if that ignition that I got is just a really cheap one out of the box. I'm pretty sure it is, or if it failed after a while. But as of right now, there is no spark when it gets hot. So I took it out. I did a live ride the other day. I can't remember what it's titled, but if you want to check it out, I took it out live and tested it and everything. And yeah, there was no spark when it's hot. So I'm pretty confident that it's the coil. I ordered like kind of like nicer coil, so it would hopefully eliminate the possible variable of getting like a cheap coil off the bat. So yeah, I'm hoping that the where the heck? How the heck do I lose like all these little dirt bike plastics? Like, oh, there they are right there. I was kind of suspecting that they were underneath these Christmas presents that I had bought, and I was like, no, they're probably not. And then, sure enough, they were. They're just chilling underneath these Ross bags. I know this is like very riveting content to see me moving around Ross bags, but you can at least see. You can see what I got my nephew. I mean, this is freaking sick. If I was like 5 years old, or 4 years old, and I got this, I would crap my pants. I'd be like, this needs to be opened immediately. We're opening it now. I don't care about the rest of the toys. I don't need to open anything else. We're opening this toy, and I'm gonna play with it now. A robotic Stegosaurus with missiles on its back. To be honest, I just want to play with it. That's kind of why I bought it. I kind of want to see him open it, and then of course he'll be distracted by other toys and stuff. And then I can kind of, you know, be like, oh, let me check that thing out. I was actually curious how that thing. I was thinking about buying one of those for my kid. So let me check it out real quick. Thanks. Oh no, you got a Nintendo Switch. Go ahead. Let me just check out this little Stegosaurus thing real quick. You don't care about this, right? You guys ever do that? Alright, here's the box here. Do I have any of the little bolt cord and stuff? I haven't. Got it. What's up? Yeah, making some progress, Jason. What's up, Way? How you doing, buddy? And Weasel, how you doing? Can't beat Ross. Always a good pin option if you got them around. I don't think we have an Ollie. But we have like Marshalls. But yeah, for like Christmas presents and stuff, for sure. Like Ross is the place to go. I'm hitting it. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. I finally replaced my phone case after having it for about 5 years. It was disintegrating in my hands. So I'm a little bit clumsy with it, and it doesn't really fit in my phone holder that well. Yeah, I'm walking into Ross like I know the place. Like I'm ready to buy the whole store. Yeah, at least it feels like that. But definitely not as cheap as it used to be. Alright, this one is pretty tight. We gotta actually tighten this up a little bit because I took it out for a ride the other day. This was actually really fun to ride. This little SR 150. This thing is pretty cool. And I had a lot of fun on it. I actually never really rode it extensively, and I was like, dude, this thing is fun. For being as small as it is, it has like a lot of power, or a decent amount of power. At least enough to pull me around on it. If it was mine, I'd probably get a new rear shock, maybe upgrade the exhaust, and you know, maybe upgrade the front shock a little bit, just because I'm a little bit bigger. A little bit of a huskier boy. Would not be dissatisfied with the power and stuff on this bike. Okay, make this a little bit easier. I think this is what it says. Remember? Nah, it definitely feels like it should go right here. There ain't no way it doesn't go right here. Let me try the other side. I don't think it'll do. I think it's super weird on the other side. Maybe not. Yeah, I know it's missing the plastic end. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. Has to go on this side. Yeah, I think it goes on like that. I think it's just missing something because that. Let me put the seat back on there and see how this looks with it. I just look at a picture of it, but where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? Again, washer. Turn it. Let's see. I'm guessing it's going like this. There's no way it goes down here. Maybe I'll look at a picture of it. Save me some time. Let me see. Oh, it went on like this, and this went on like this. Nah, that looks weird. Let me look it up before I drop this thing. Because this has to go. Yeah, this has to go underneath the seat. There's no way it doesn't go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes like that. So let me just double check. Hey, look at a picture online. What's up, the deal? How you doing, buddy? Let's see. I got 5 kids. We got them 3D printing, hoping they ain't broken before they got bored with it and get to play with it myself. Yeah, those things are kind of fickle. I found it a lot easier to install batteries before wrapping up gifts, so I don't have a screaming kid because of a toy not working. That's a good idea, Weasel. Batteries not included. My husband bought my son an expensive RC car when my son was 2 years old. Yeah, for sure, my son. Let's see. Plastic tie it. That's probably Audi. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I just want to double check how it looks. See, that side cover is kind of making me like, what in the world is this? So check this out, guys. Want to see something cool? It's the actual Turbo Man.
Great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing.
In case you guys are curious, I do have an official Turbo Man doll. So, in case anyone was curious, I did secure one for Christmas. Let's see, SR 150. Yeah, I was right. Alright, figure out some zip ties. I think 90% of it was zip tied, so I'll put it back on there with zip ties. We'll get it zipped and tied. Yeah, I was looking at I've been curious about FPV drones. I saw one called it's called a EA Sheen Wizard X220. That's the one I looked at it for, I don't know how long. I probably looked at that drone for 6 years. I've heard, yeah, this is the drone to get if you are going to do FPV racing. I thought, am I going to do FPV racing? Well, if I am, I'm going to need that drone. I did not get the drone yet. But it seems not that expensive, so at some point maybe I will try and get one. Let's see what it's all about. Yeah, this actually does now that I am playing it on there and forcing it to work, or attempting to force it. There's already some holes in it from the old zip ties, so I will use some of those holes. I'm just using holes. I say. Alright. Some comically close to the exhaust pipe, so this one will probably last about one ride. I'm not sure what was going on with the with this SR 150, but it was kind of idling high when I was like testing it. I think I showed you guys last time. It was not idling great. I took it out for a ride, and it idled like perfect. It was running fine. Like I was riding it all around, no problems. So I'm not sure. Maybe there was like something like kind of stuck in the carburetor or one of the jets or something. I would guess. So not 100% positive. But yeah, it feels good now. Now that the little intake boot thing has been in place and everything, it seems to be running pretty good. So can't complain there. I'm running low on big zip ties. Regular zip ties on little mini ones. I'm guessing this is how this is zipped on there. Zipped and tied. This thing currently does not have a electric start hooked up. It is very easy to modify it to work. So, all the wires are there. Just need to get a battery and just a starter button, and then we can go. So, there are a couple of bolts for these pieces. Put a little thing for the gas tank vent. And maybe I'll replace the fuel lines also on this regular vacuum just to make it a little bit nicer. Hook them up a little more. Yes. This is probably how this is supposed to go. I'm not 100% sure. Let's try this one. It's gotta be this piece. Right? Okay. Okay. No, this actually was the other piece. This. Goes on like maybe, oh yeah, it's going like that. Well, at least there's one bolt. There's actually missing one piece there. Let's see. See if I can install the tool pile. No. It's not there. What's up, Wyatt's vlog? The head is just there. She's part of the show. She's one of the co-hosts. Since you mentioned that, Wyatt's vlog, let me show you guys a couple of things that I stumbled on recently. One second here, let me skip this ad real quick. Okay, non-skippable ad. Couple of things that I found recently. I got the Johnny Lightning Frightening Lightnings. Look at this. This thing is sick. I believe that's supposed to be Ed Roth there. Yeah. Ed Big Daddy Roth's Mysterion. That thing is sweet. Got this. Also got this Austin Powers. I believe this thing is from 1999. This looks like something you'd see hanging up in Spencer's. Yeah, I got this for, I believe, $5. Swap meet recently. I could probably set him on there and he'd be completely fine with it, right? Got him there. Also got this. This is something that I remember playing with when I was a kid. Not this exact one, but something exactly the same. The diving submarine. This thing, you put baking soda in it and it dives around. I remember playing with this quite a bit when I was a kid in a trash can exactly like this outside. I just sat out there and had it filled up with water. Also got this wiper motor. I got this for $1. So I don't know if this works. I believe this is for a 98 GNC, I don't know, Dodge Grand Caravan. Got these little bullet lights. I think I got these for $5 for a pair of them. Swap meet. This thing is a trip. I hope this is real. I'm not 100% positive if it is or not, but it looks very real. I think it's a little fossil. I got this thing for $5 and it seems like it's real. It looks like it was cracked at one point and maybe semi-repaired, but I'm not sure how to tell if it's real. The lady I bought it from said it was real, and it looks so intricate. I don't see why someone would fake this thing, but yeah, I got that for $5. I got this thing for $1, and I was like, what the heck is this? Whizzing Hummer. Twirl it above your head and hear it hum. Look at that guy. He's hearing it hum all night long. But yeah, look at this. I don't know what it is, like a rubber band. But got this for $1. I thought it was kind of interesting. They have all these different ones, but I was like, whoa, Walt Disney Company, $1. Weird. Yeah, I got that for $1. I pulled this out of the storage. I've had this. This thing is sick. Street Shark. I can't remember his name, but he's on a motorcycle. But when the wheel spins, let's see. As jaw moves. Yeah, I got this thing a while ago, but this is a sick Street Shark toy. That's just for my own personal stuff. He could live back there for now until he falls out. Let's see, got the Psy for $10. These things are sick. What exactly I'll do with these, I don't know. Besides put them on the wall like these other ones that I have. Those ones I've had since I was for 20 years. So I don't know what I'll do with these, but these are kind of sick because they're slightly more pointed than the normal display ones. Would I ever use these on somebody? I don't know. I might use them if I knew how to use them super legit, and I could legitimate Raphael, like do it where he could freaking flip it out. But I've never seen somebody actually attack someone with this and be like successful. But there's no doubt if you slam someone with this thing, it will cause some serious damage. Even though it is dull, that thing would destroy whatever you hit it with. So that might be an effective weapon, but I think you might get in trouble because it's like a baton. If you smash them with this, boom, just a straight bat, like a melee weapon, you'd probably go to jail. Learn to use them. Eva Gray. If you think I haven't sat there and messed with those Psy for probably hundreds of hours out of my life, you might be mistaken, because I guarantee you I have. I'm just not confident enough to actually try it. Got this thing at the swap meet, I think last year, Santa on a chopper. Let me see if his battery is working. Yeah, it's this button. No, I might have taken the batteries out of him if I was a good steward of my Christmas decorations. Maybe I wasn't. Nope, I was. Let me throw some batteries in them. I need to get all these things equipped. Anyways, check this out. Got the KZ1000 toy also. That thing is sick. It's ready to freaking ride and go to a emergency at a moment's notice. I'm not sure if you've seen the recent makeover to some of the co-hosts, but yeah, they have gotten done up a little bit. Let me grab some batteries for this out of the Battery Daddy. Let's see, I'm guessing it's going to be 2 AA's. See what the Battery Dad has to offer. I also would like to open this at some point. I've thought about opening this ever since I got it, and I was like, man, I want to see what's freaking, if it actually works, and I kind of want to have the experience of trying to press the button through the thing right here, but it's not going to happen. Only thing that I really dislike is a sticker on here. Gosh. It's the Battery Daddy. It's been rated hundreds of times. If I come home from work and this is what happened, I come into the garage and I'm like this. I look at this like this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. My inventory. All the AAA's are gone. Then it's something went down today. Someone had to raid the daddy. That's right. The house has full access to the Battery Daddy. And by full access, I mean you better come ask me if you want to get in my Battery Daddy. You better not be touching my Battery Daddy. You know you're taking all my good batteries out of the Battery Daddy. They're taking the brand new Duracells too. They're not even leaving me with the Dollar Tree batteries. I mean, they're only leaving me with the Dollar Tree batteries. They're not taking these. They're like going through. They're like, Duracell. They looked at the expiration date. And they said, 2027, perfect. Smell it. That's a nice year. They're on a shopping spree with the Battery Daddy. We're going in tight. You ever seen such a tight shot with a Phillips head? This thing's about to get rounded out in the closest possible fashion. Gosh, it is going to get rounded out. This guy is laughing in my face right now, thinking, gosh, this guy's never even played with a freaking whizzing Hummer before. Lost your mind? Let me see if this one will work. This is why it pays to have 15 million different little screwdrivers. You know you're gonna need. You know that when you buy a Santa chopper from the swap meet, and it's $1 because they can't figure out how to turn it on, and it's just simply the button was right. The button was right there on the alternator the whole time, and they just didn't see it. I'll set you guys up on this before I ruin this. Should use an impact wrench. Stupid. You know what? That's probably the best idea I've ever heard. As far as removing little tiny screws, use an impact, and I'll probably use the sledgehammer. There it is. Just had to apply some downward pressure, and I heard that little snap of a screw being released from a piece of plastic. Nice. I'm just going to be the most battery daddy that I possibly can, and I'm going to test these batteries with my standard equipped battery daddy tester. These are, of course, Golden Power brand, and they're 0.00% mercury and cadmium. So if you guys are looking for a quality battery, check out Golden Power. We're located at 645 East Main Street in downtown Nebraska. We are open tonight, and we are doing a free service for the community right now, where we're testing batteries for free. So of course we have the top of the line testers. We are using the standard issued battery tester, and we are going to do a live testing right now. We're going to show you exactly what this battery, this Golden Power battery, has to offer. We're going to line it up directly inside the jaws, and let's close in on it and watch the gauge and see. As you can see right there, that's exactly why it wasn't working, folks. It's just about to be low. We are going to go ahead and throw this in the disposal pile. Of course, at the end of every live stream, we do eat all of the batteries that do not pass the test. So we're going to be eating all AA's tonight. Let's go ahead and test this one out. Okay, looks like the same type of reading on there, almost on the low side, folks. Yeah, this thing is a very useful little doodad. In fact, it even has a part on here for the 9 volt, and you can see it has for mini cells, AA, AAA, all that. So that explains why this was not working. And I kind of had a revelation moment today. I don't know if that's the correct term for it, but I had this moment where I said I felt like I was kind of cheating myself. I had seen that I had these rechargeable Rayovac AA batteries just kind of lingering there, and I said to myself, you know what? These batteries, I was like, didn't want to use them because I did not want to discharge them or lose them on accident. Wow, this one does not seem to appear to be charged. Let's see about this one. This one as well. Oh boy. Looks like my plan may have backfired. Let's try out the Dollar Tree ones and see how those act. But yeah, I thought, man, why am I not using these? Okay, the Dollar Trees are registering a little bit better. So I put them in another toy, and now I'm thinking, man, I should have tested them. I didn't even test them before I put them in there. A little bit better. They'll survive a little bit longer. What's the battery eater? This thing right here? This is the Battery Daddy battery tester. But I'm not sure why those. I'm guessing it's because I haven't used them. Those batteries are discharging. I thought, man, I haven't used those because I was like, I don't want to lose them. I don't want to put them in a toy for my kids and then they just like get rid of the toy, or somehow the toy ends up in the garage and it's like cut up into a million pieces and harvested for some sort of baby millipede thing. Alright, let's test it out. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Huh. For some reason Santa is not wanting to rock and roll this year. Wow, that's disappointing. Let me try and move the batteries around a little bit. Maybe it's just not making good contact. Pit bike is just sitting over there like, what's going on? Did you guys, wait a minute, what the heck? Oh, that's weird. There's another slot for another triple, or another go light. That's, maybe that's why. Oh yeah, that is why. I didn't realize there's 2 battery slots on here. I just by accident happened to take it off. I took off this one and put 2 AA's in there, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, let me try and rotate the battery. Maybe it's just not making good contact. And I took off this side, and I forgot. I didn't realize there was another battery slot, and there's another place for a AA. And now it works. I just heard it turn on, so that's good. Throw this back together, and then I'll show you guys what the Santa motorcycle rider, what he can do. It is one of my kids' favorites, so they're definitely going to be stoked when they see that I have pulled this out of a box. I got this thing for, I think it was, $1, because they could not figure out that this was the button right here underneath his leg. Of course, Santa's got to lift up his leg. And of course, Santa has been doing yoga. So if you guys weren't aware, Santa is into motorcycles and yoga. He's also into stunt riding. But let me just put his leg back down for now so I can show you exactly what he does. It looks like he is riding some sort of hybrid Harley Davidson with the longest primary I have ever seen. It must be some sort of drag chopper. Let's go ahead and start him up and hear the engine roar. What the heck? Normally he oh, there he goes. I think he's a little bit stuck. There he goes. Oh man, 100% the deal. I'll be getting a complaint about this tomorrow. Dude. Nice. They are gonna come after me hard. The deal. Yeah, he looks like he's ready to do some stunts. Whoop. Also, I have the KZ1000 bike that I will have to get going soon enough. But, oh yeah, check these out. Got these little gold wing earrings. And I got this little tiny FXR pin. This thing is sick. Check out that little front fairing on there. I believe that's supposed to be an FXR. Got that, both of those for $1. Hooked up at the swap meet yet again. All right, let me get these plastics finished on here, and yeah, see how it looks. I'm planning on trying to get some stuff going for the Ultima. Gonna go talk to a shop hopefully in the next few days, and try and figure out what kind of fittings I need for the oil tank. So for the oil tank for the Ultima. What's going on? Howdy and Moses De Leon. How you doing, guys? What's up, Gary? Yeah, I know. If you listen to that song while you're riding, Gary, some Steppenwolf, you'll be cruising. I had that police bike when I was a kid, like late 80s. Oh, nice, Moto Fam Mayhem. That is sick. I would like to get at least one of those fairings at some point. Let's see here. Let me just see if this will go on. Exactly how this goes on here. Probably like that. Yeah, I guess. Or it's supposed to go something like that. This seems like it's actually supposed to go like this. And it seems like there is something missing here. And this almost certainly goes like this, I would guess. But he's going to have it mounted like this. Oh, no, not like this. So it's supposed to go. And let me grab the other one. Oh, this one's missing the bolt. And try and scavenge a little 6 by 1.0, I'm guessing. Forgot also to drill out that thing. I guess it's, yeah, probably M6. Let's see if I have one more around here. Probably not. You can consult the hardware department of Fang's Garage. See what we have in the depths. Bulb, brass, clamp, hooks, nitinol. Why do we need nitinol? There's actually nitinol in there, okay. Let's see, spoke wrench, piercings, nipple plugs, shelf support, leather eyelets, fuse, fuel O-ring, M6, okay, there it is. I knew where it was the whole time, I just wanted to say nipple plugs. What the heck is a nipple plug? What in the world is this a nipple plug? Could be. This is why you always scavenge. If you're gonna throw something away, take all the nuts and bolts off of it. And when the time comes, you will reference this video and tell your entire tribe about it and say, look at this advice, it's perfect. And they'll say, stop taking the bolts and nuts off of things. There's no more room. Stop. You know, see, you can't stop me. What if we need these? And they'll say, we're not going to ever They'll say if you started bolting things together right now and just never stopped until you're dead, you would not be able to finish. Stop. I'd say stop telling me about my nuts and bolts. They're useful. You have no idea how useful they are. Especially when it comes to working on bikes. You seriously have no idea. Yeah, you see that? Starting to be very annoying. Rubbing that thing on stuff all day. Come on. I'll know it when I see it. No. It's close. I'll find it. I can sense one is nearby. Oh! I believe that is what I'm looking for right there. Go test it out. What do you think? He said yes. Telepathically. He said telepathically. Mm-hmm. 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 Alright. Let's go ahead and throw this thing on there. Oh. There it goes. Trying to fall over again. Accordion is not helping whatsoever with holding the bike up. It's okay. Alright, not working out here. This stinking kickstand is so sensitive I can't even look at it without it trying to fall over. Thanks for the deal. I appreciate it. Everything will be okay as long as you don't spill any water on Gizmo. Tony Rain. I agree. Unfortunately, I caught Gizmo earlier today in the crawl space. He's playing Operation in the dark, and he had a Mountain Dew in his hand. He said he wasn't drinking any of it, but I don't necessarily believe him. So let me get this thing into a level. There we go. So I'm not exactly sure if he's lying or not. He is known to lie when it comes to if he was drinking Mountain Dews or not. He's been caught about, I don't know. I mean, we bought the whole 12 pack and there's 4 left. So, and I drank 2. So you do the math. Everyone else in the house said they haven't drank any. So I'm sure you know who I'm going to believe, and that's Gizmo. I think that everyone else in the house is trying to set him up. Some sort of trap. Make him look guilty. You know he wouldn't do something like that. Do you really think Gizmo would do something like that? Do you really think he would just drink all the Mountain Dews? I mean, he's a little guy. You do the math. See here. This is not going to fit on there. Yeah. I'm convinced this has to be the right way. It doesn't make sense any other way. Okay. Going on. Got it going on. Yeah. Get a couple more zip ties all over this thing. And it. I may have to draw this hole a little bit. We'll see. Pretty much only down to some holes that right now. See if I can get a little bit smaller on this front part. There isn't even a hole there. Yes. Okay, well. Let's try this.
Yeah. Courtney, you gotta poke her head out and help.
Probably couldn't help anyways. Here, very small one. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna be it. Let's see. Is this gonna have the other piece?
No, this is the same thing.
It's like
Almost gonna mount on there. I could probably zip that this side. Can't be that hard. There we go. Okay. This side is on pretty much. Yeah, I think it's like missing a middle piece. It's kind of supposed to hold it together in the middle, but whatever. Don't worry about that. Nothing to do about that. See if we can put this seat on there, or if I will have to, and soon we'll have to drill this up a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe it's just big enough. Give me a hard time because it's not on there quite right. Not quite a big enough hole, I don't think. Ooh, widen it out a little bit. Bust the whole drill out and all that, and all the freaking. Oh, there we go. Oh, you can see the brass. Literally, if I just push it through there, and it'll make it big enough. It's probably just barely big enough to fit in there, but I just make it 10 times easier to install the seat and everything if I didn't have to fight it. You guys are following along on your SR150. Don't be afraid to file your fingers a little bit too. They can handle it. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, if you don't, I'm sorry. I thought you would. I thought you were gonna pull through. I really thought you'd pull through. But if you're a ghost now, I'm sorry. I really thought you'd do that. Man, this thing is giving me such a hard time going in there. Let me try it without that thing on there and see. Let me say it like this for them. Maybe, yeah, we'll put like a little zip tie on there. Well, I guess a light there. Alright. I think it's pretty much on there. Nice. Well, looks a lot better than it did. That's in my opinion. Let's see if this will go on there. Well, looks a lot better in my opinion. Yeah, I gotta put him on there. Probably not gonna be able to test ride it because it is already pretty late, and don't want to disturb anyone too badly. Check out these handlebars I got, by the way. Also, probably maybe put these on the Yamaha. I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks a lot better now. Let's see, get this thing swapped around. I'm gonna try and get some pneumatic or some, I think it's 6AN lines, oil lines for the Ultima, and yeah, hopefully I will be working on that here soon. Let's see if I can't find a stop watch laying on the ground here. Okay, draw this out real quick. Alright, let me get this drill press out real quick. The SSR SR 150, don't mess around. No, they're not. That thing is surprisingly kind of loud. Even though it has, I believe, the stock exhaust on it. But yeah, I don't want to be too much of a nuisance. Plus, running at night, that thing is not as fun because it has no lights on it. So it's kind of a boring ride probably for you guys. I will, however, get maybe the BMW all set up, something like that. I did get the chin mount. The ride footage, or at least the angle of the footage, is
getting a hotspot because I watched the footage from last time, and it looks like that footage is kind of really grainy in some of the spots. So I'm gonna try and make it a little bit better so it's a little bit more, I don't know, tolerable. When I was watching it, it looked pretty bad at some of the spots. So I'm gonna make it a little bit better, a little bit more high quality for the live. And then I was also looking into using the 360 camera. So doing a 360 live, which would be pretty interesting, I think. So I'm gonna look into that. I was kind of experimenting with it a little bit, but again, it was having problems with the quality of the video. So I think streaming 360 is pretty intense with the video or the internet demands of it. So I'm gonna try and figure it out though, and I thought that'd be cool if I could put it right in the middle of the garage, and you guys could move around the camera independently. I think you should be able to just move it around on each of your screens if I get it set up right. So I'm not sure 100% if that's how that works, but I thought that's how it works. So we'll find out soon enough. Try and get that all set up. I have to figure out how to use like Streamlabs and all that stuff. So I'm also trying to work on getting a new computer because my computer is like starting to crap out on me. So it's almost unusable pretty soon. I think it's not going to work because it's just glitching out really hard, and I think it's just like a really old like chip and everything in there, motherboard or whatever. So I'm gonna try and figure that out. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and get this pin that I'm using drilled out. So let me grab a little vise real quick. See if I can't get it held in one place. Sorry. Oh crap. You just get this off my very valuable little hard drive. One last little sip of Celsius for the night, right? Just make sure I have enough energy to finish this project. The battery light is blinking, and my internal servos is telling me. You hear that noise? It's my internal servos telling me that 25%. Let's see if I can get this set up. Okay, so here's the conundrum that I'm in. Not really a conundrum, but just a funny, weird thing that has happened. So my daughter's cell phone broke. I ended up letting her use my old cell phone, and her cell phone is just sitting there, and the battery on it has somehow lasted for like 2 weeks. Now, otherwise, if she had just used her cell phone normally, it would have lasted probably a day. But because it's just sitting there, broken, it's lasted for 2 weeks straight. And I can't shut it off because the screen is broken. So I just have to constantly shut it off. I consider just snapping it in half. But she might not think it's on there that she knows the signal. Have a couple of these.
center punch action going. I don't know if this is called a center punch or just a punch or a spring-loaded punch or one punch, sucker punch. Punch me sideways. Punch me like you mean it. Punch me through the phone. Okay. Got this all punched, I think. Pretty much. Let's see if I can't hold this actually centered in here. Sorry guys, I know I'm doing this off camera. Just give me 1 second here. What I'm doing here. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. I know you want to see. Probably would have been 10 times easier if I would have lined it up perfectly with this, but whatever. What's done is done. Can't help it now. It's too late. It's not going to be that big of a hole. Trust me, it'll be a tiny hole. It'll be so small you won't even realize it's there. They'll say, "Where's the hole?" I'll say, "You gotta find it. You gotta find it." I'll say, "It's right there." You say, "Wow, it's a tiny hole." Oh man, now I do want a Fanta. I've got some powder pins over here. Make sure that I have the powder pin Pro Pack. Yeah, perfect. Easier to follow along. Go ahead and grab your Dorman cotter pin Pro Pack. You should have the 106 piece Pro Pack. This is of course the 799-420D. So if you guys have been following along, make sure you grab that just for a size reference when you're doing your for your SR150 pit bike. Not really a pit bike, I guess. Leave Gizmo alone. He's just a boy. Unlicensed Okie. I cannot leave Gizmo alone, unfortunately. He's my favorite little buddy. Me and him go way back. We were college roommates. He unfortunately stole the recipe for family's hamburger stand. We had a small hamburger stand over in Connecticut. And unfortunately, he did steal the signature home recipe for the hamburger stand. So he is unfortunately stuck working for my family for the next I think he has 2025, so it's over 2029. He has 4 more years of working for my family for the banana bread company that we've opened, Banana Bread Bros. So he's stuck working here. So unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about that. I had a 125 pit bike from China, rode the S out of it, forgot the name, but was fun as a kid. Low more power without bigger frame bike. Oh, nice. Yeah, it is always fun to ride around a overpowered small bike. It's also scary. That's probably why it's SSR, Tao Tao, and Apollo RFZ, all from China. And I'm sure there's more, but most common. Yeah, I've heard that Tao Tao brand they mentioned quite a bit. I've never done anything with those, but I have heard that name like 20 times since I've looked it up on the SSR parts. Motors are like Honda clones, not bad for your money for sure. Yeah, that thing is, it actually has a lot of power. Gizmo's mad. What bike is next? So the deal for real, let's see, the next bike that I'll be working on, I will be probably working on the, scooter. That will be tomorrow.
I'm guessing, if everything goes according to plan. I'll be installing the ignition coil. I also got a headlight for it. So the night ride on that should be a little bit more acceptable. And hopefully you can go take that thing out for a little test cruise tomorrow and put it through the paces and see see if it'll work. And get this thing going. Get the drill drilling and get Gizmo mowing. I actually paid him $40 to mow the lawn the other day, and he has not done it yet. You live in the country, Grass? Yeah, that's a lot of bikes for sure. Yeah, definitely. Got a lot of bikes, Grass? Is that what I'm hearing? Get this thing pulled up a little bit. Oh, sorry guys, I'm disturbing the camera too much because it's already in a good spot, but Gizmo will have to move. Put this a little too low. Alright, buddy. Make sure you watch closely. Very closely. Do not take your eyes off of it, dude. I need you to really focus. Because I'm going to be drilling this. We got one shot at this, and this is kind of serious, dude. This isn't my bike. So please do not mess around. Alright, hold still. Is it centered? Is it centered or not? You're supposed to be keeping an eye on it. Alright, he's not even doing anything. What's with the femme masks? Creepy. Gina. I'm glad you're back, Gina. This is actually Amie. This is the first kind of mask that I got. I pulled it off a foam head. And I got this probably at least 20 years ago. Kind of creepy is the vibe that I'm going for, Gina. And this is Courtney. She is, of course, monitoring the speed of the central machinery 5-speed bench mill or bench drill press. So she's making sure that the speed is good, the feed is good, and everything is good with the cotter pin installation. Make sure that Courtney, she's just supervising, make sure everything is up to her standards, and she has high standards, folks. She is not going to accept any subpar work. That's the way we do it here at Fang's Garage. Gizmo here is making sure that everything is lined up on the drill press, and let's get it going and start drilling. Again, we only have one shot at this, folks. The off-road tournament is tomorrow. Gizmo is entered in a off-road tournament tomorrow, and that's why he is helping out so much tonight. He is ready to ride. He's going on the Baja 5000. There's a 5,000-mile journey through Baja, Mexico, and he is going to be competing for $400. That is the prize money for his weight class. So $400 is pretty good for him. If you can imagine the amount of snacks and stuff that it's going to be a field day. Let's see if this thing will fit a cotter pin in there. Of course, go ahead and grab out your 799-420D 106-piece cotter pin assortment set, and go ahead and select out a select cotter pin. We're going to go with the 402-B cotter pin, and let's go ahead and check and see if that's going to fit into the hole. It looks like it's just going to fit just nicely, just like so. I'm gonna release it. All right, so again, these kits are, if you guys are interested, are on my website. They are $340. That is shipped if you live within the neighboring state. If you do not live within the neighboring state of Connecticut, any of the neighboring states, then unfortunately shipping is not included. So you sell these kits for the SR 150 pit bike, and they're kind of a high demand item around Christmas. Is of course the foot peg conversion system, and usually the type of people that would buy this would be someone who's racing their bike, someone who's a competitive rider, someone who's trying to take it to the next level, who's just looking for the next little competitive edge. That's where you're going to get the SR 150 foot peg conversion from Fang's Garage. Again, it does not come with the cotter pin, so that is going to have to be provided by you. Alright. Courtney is here, and she is ready to accept any sort of requests as far as the content goes. She is doing live dance requests also. It is on her own YouTube channel. It's called Courtney D's. So it's Courtney Dances, but Courtney D's. Courtney Dances is already taken, so if you guys want to check that out, that is her dance YouTube channel. She does dance around as well. So crazy stuff. If you thought the stuff on Fang's Garage was strange, you'd be shocked to see the stuff that's going on at Courtney D's. So feel free to check it out. If you are not easily disturbed, if you are, I suggest you close your eyes immediately. See if I can find a little washer. And then you're just going to find looking for a washer and M6 by 1.0 volt. I plan on setting up the train today, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. Alright, see if this one of these washers will work. This one would. Nice. Just to have one on there. Just to make it a little bit nicer. How do you guys bend your cotter pins? When you guys bend a cotter pin, how do you do it? Do you do one bend? Oh my gosh, again with the phone. I'm gonna toss that phone. I'm gonna extract all the stuff off that phone and get rid of it. I can't believe the battery has lasted this long. It's like incredible. I'm a double bend kind of cotter pin guy. I don't know about you guys, but I do the old, I make it look like a little octopus. One thing that is concerning about this bike, when you go to kickstart it, it does hit the foot peg. The other foot peg that was on there, it folded down, so it didn't hit. But for some reason, this one does hit, and I couldn't imagine that any other foot peg wouldn't hit either. But nice. Heard a coyote. Pretty close. Should I go try and hunt the coyote with the mask on? Should I go become Courtney and go hunt it? Yeah, I can hear it's really close. Dang It's really close. Still trying to music. You guys hear it? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try and go grab a flashlight and a weapon. What do you guys think? You guys think I could beat off a it's probably not the right term. Do you guys think I could fend off a coyote with this stick? Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get off Wi-Fi. Oh, thanks, Mars Queen Marlene. I appreciate the compliment. I'm gonna go try and see if I can get this coyote. Give me 1 second, guys. It's gonna disconnect. Septum. I think the septum is probably at about maybe an 8 now. Sorry, guys. Let me wipe off this lens. I can hear a coyote is pretty close. This is all I have. I'm gonna turn off my light so I don't disturb it. In case I have to sneak up on it. I can hear it. Why am I chasing down a coyote in the middle of the night? I don't know. Seems like the thing to do. I have no idea what will happen if I actually encounter the coyote, but it'd be pretty sick. I can hear it. It's pretty close. Might be up on the side of the mountain. I might not be able to get to it. Yeah, I might be trying to run away. What's up, Ronald Orlando? Coyotes run away. Rabies, coyotes try to bite. And I hope it doesn't have rabies. Now I feel like it's coming after me. It probably saw the headlight and it got nervous. I was like, oh shoot, dude. He's got this freaking Cold Steel brand walking stick with him. I better just turn around. That's probably what he was thinking. That's my best guess. It is nice though. It is technically a walking stick, but it is super heavy duty, so you could smack a coyote real hard with this thing. Super hard. And you kind of feel like you're on a quest. And you have a big old staff. So, it's a bonus. I guess I won't hunt down the wild animal tonight. No promises though. I see a raccoon. Definitely trying to befriend it. get me. Oh, made it back. Amie is safe and sound. You almost had to get some cane. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm gonna finish showing this real quick. Also, check out this belt. This thing is sweet. You want to talk about Mad Max? This belt is where it's at. I got this belt quite a while ago and never really looked at it because it's like a very small belt. But then I looked at the inside and it says, I think it says VACHER, made in France, 70. But yeah, got this kind of sick Mad Max looking belt. I thought I'd make this into something. Got that for probably $5. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. Looked it up. They're like $140 or something like that. Nice little investment. Hopefully that thing doesn't fall apart. Well, I guess no coyote for now. But yeah, the cotter pin is nicely installed. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me put the Wi-Fi back on. Yeah, I got the little pin on there. Thanks, Mars Queen. There's a guy on YouTube that restores and replicates belts. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out, the deal. Yeah, I just use this little pin. I can't remember what this is called. Had it around here somewhere. Oh, where there it is. Lynch pin. Use this little lynch pin and put a washer on there. Let's see if I can get it to focus. And a little cotter pin. What do you guys think of the cotter pin technique? Is that a correct way? Some people do it like one straight and then one curved. I don't know. But yeah, this thing is on there nice now. And it's nice to have 2 pegs on there now. So don't have to worry about falling off. Gizmo can comfortably ride on there. And he should be good. He can easily fit on there now. Also something cool that my uncle gave me. I'm going to show you guys. Gave me a couple things. Gave me this old Specialized helmet. Pretty cool. Also this old polo helmet. This thing is actually, I think, maybe legitimately semi-old. So it looks like someone had a bit of road rash there. We'll figure out something to do with it. Maybe Courtney here, she could wear it for a little bit and give her a review. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. Check out this camera. This is I don't know what kind of camera this is. It says on there, Fang Underwater Photo and Equipment Company, Ardmore, Pennsylvania. And I'm not sure if it was this guy. It says, to my good friend Pete Lee, keep your air hose dry, Captain Ed White. But this is on like a big piece of tile. But yeah, this was, my uncle probably had this yellowness of it is probably from my uncle's cigarettes from the last who knows how long, and that makes it 10 times cooler to me. But yeah, look at this. This is all like cast iron. This thing is super heavy. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to open it or not, but this thing has all sorts of knobs and looks like some sort of Star Wars droid. But yeah, it says Fang, Ardmore, Pennsylvania. This is a book in here too. I'm not sure what this is. This probably has the dang, look at that. That looks intense. It's got an underwater robotic arm. Subsea operations are full of complications. Your manipulator system shouldn't be one of them. Gosh, anyone have any problems with their manipulator system? I know the other morning I woke up and went to the bathroom. First thing in the morning, I was like, something's wrong with my manipulator system. I can tell. It's off. This is pretty interesting. My uncle made a company called, I don't know if I want to say the name, but he made a company that he invented a product that basically purified water using this kind of new technology at the time. And he had it implemented at a zoo for one of the animal displays. It's pretty interesting. I remember going in his garage. It looked not like this, but it looked much more organized when I was younger. And he'd always have something crazy going on in there, like some sort of crazy drill press thing, drilling out precision stainless steel plates, or like holding these weird like tubes, all this sort of stuff. Interesting stuff. But yeah, he made some interesting invention. Courtney on the job now. Yeah, she is. She is officially modeling the polo helmet that we got from my uncle. And so yeah, the oil should come in tomorrow, and yeah, we'll be able to put that on, put the headlight on, take it out for a little test ride again, and see what's going on with it. I would like to. I'm going to talk to my buddy who owns a scooter and try and convince him to do something extreme with it. I was discussing it with my other friend, just basically kind of going over the plan with the GY6 scooter and telling him the progress that was made on it so far. And I was telling him I think it'd be cool to completely modify the scooter and make it like a Mad Max or rat bike themed scooter. I looked up some rat bike Honda Ruckuses, and those are pretty sick. And I think that if he saw something like that, he'd be down. Or at least if he saw some good examples of it, he would kind of be able to see maybe that was a cool option. As far as the scooter right now, in my eyes, the plastics are going to break within the next, I'd say, year. They're going to be completely toast, and then that scooter is going to look ugly. It's going to look so ugly when those plastics are all gone, and who knows if I will have as much time to fiddle with it as I do right now. So I'm not sure if I'm going to, I don't know if it would be in his best interest to possibly have me do something with it now or soon. So we will see. I'll talk to him and see if he wants to do something cool with it. My thought again is to do something like a rat bike, make it look, super novelty and, quirky. All sorts of lights and stuff, and I have a ton of parts. So, I have brake lights, headlights, everything to make it look ratty, or make it look, I don't know, different. So, that's probably a major benefit. I would essentially probably do it for him for free at this point, because I know otherwise it's going to probably not turn out the greatest for that little scooter. It'll probably just degrade, the plastics will fall apart, and eventually they'll look like complete crap. And he has the opportunity, and I have the opportunity to do something cool with it. So I will see what he says, and possibly talk to him about it tomorrow, and see if he wants to do something different with it. I'd be down to even try and make it look like a little chopper GY6 scooter. Oh, okay. Perfect. I needed that. Perfect. perfect. I knew that ad would show up right then and there, huh? That's exactly what I wanted. Let's see, I can see. Hopefully the audio is good. Blinking. I don't know why. I got no workspace in my garage. Oh, the deal for real? Is it have too many projects? Or is it just a small garage? What is the deal? The deal? Is it just some organizing? Because I can assure you the deal. It is a ongoing process. At least for me. Still sorting through all this stuff. But check this out. I actually cleaned out the space behind the ladder a little bit. Semi cleaned out. Also digging through some of my old stuff. Found this old brass cane. It's a pretty big show. Look at this. See, this says CLC-38. I'm not sure what this is. 20 millimeter. Dang, look at that thing. If you get a shot with that, that's it. 20 millimeter. My gosh, man. If this thing, that's it. It's gonna leave a huge hole. On this old, yeah, I know. You got shot with that thing, that would be it. Your head would explode. Even if you didn't get shot in your head would just explode for no reason. This old Harley watch. Let's see, it's all wrapped up. This thing's pretty sick. It says Heritage Softail. I think it has a picture. Oh yeah. Sorry, this thing's all jacked up. Nice, got a little picture of a Softail in there. I think I paid like $5 for this. The swap meet. And also got this one. This little chopper one. It's pretty sick. Nothing too special about the inside of this one. Also, in case you guys were here for late night at Fang's Garage, we have the Easy Riders Bad Toys Bikes and Babes cards. But of course, that is not allowed on Fang's Garage. All right. Let me get Gizmo off of here. He's looking a little too happy about sitting on that foot peg. It looks like he's enjoying it a little too much. Right, Eddie? He loves it. All right. Sit back. Yeah, so tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be working on the GY6 scooter and taking that thing out for a little test ride. And yeah, I'm going to talk to my buddy about the Kawasaki Vulcan right here, the Vulcan 900, and see if he wants to order the new fuel pump. Get that all squared away so we can get that in the works and get it rolling. Also, see if he wants to order the rear brake for this SL150. Essentially, besides the starter and this little plastic side cover, I think that's pretty much it. Not too much more else to do on this thing, and it'll be a good running little dirt bike for him. And I think, small parts. Not too bad. All right, the deal. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, someone definitely got into a little bit of a tussle with his helmet on. Oh, we don't need to hear about your gelatin right now. I'm sorry. I understand it's natural, but we don't need to hear about your gelatin right now. I'm quite, to be quite frank with you, I'm completely packed full of gelatin. I'm almost completely packed full of gelatin. You guys in on the garage cam. Or I close the garage, you guys get a 3D perspective of what it feels like to be Fang's garage itself. You ready? Wow. Pretty incredible, right? Hopefully none of you guys are sensitive to, oops, sorry, I'm blocking the garage. You're gonna go for another ride. Hold on tight. Hopefully none of you guys are get motion sickness. Otherwise, you probably just vomited everywhere like I did. The Ninja Turtles are there with April, and they're ready to go solve another crime. Last time I heard, they were taking down small businesses that were selling stuff for way too much. They were selling handmade goods for way too much. They said, "Why are you charging people $12 for a bar of soap? Who can afford that?" The light is inside. Yes, it is the deal. It is that time again. You guys heard it here first. Here for the first time with Austin and Courtney. And according to the latest news from TMZ, they're going to be heading out to go teach a couple's macaroni and cheese cooking class tonight. So if you guys do want to check that out, go ahead and head on over to couplesmac.com. That's their new website that they put up. They're going to be teaching couples how to make macaroni and cheese in a fun way where you guys can bond. Unfortunately, I am not invited, and that is something that Courtney has made apparent to me a little bit earlier today. That's why I wasn't in too great of a mood today. I heard that they're doing the couples macaroni class, and I got a little bit jealous. So that might be it for me, guys. Courtney here might be taking over with Austin, teaching guys how to make macaroni in a way that shows their wife just how much they care. I need to work on my truck. I'm lagging. It was recently passed down to me from my father. I was surprised, thought my brother was going to get it because he's the only boy out of 6 of us. I'm the favorite. Nice, Nice Mars Queen Marlene. What kind of truck is it? We want to know. We can't leave until we know what kind of truck. And we'll wait. Courtney needs to know also. So you heard it here first, folks. It's a 1971 Chevrolet Mars Queen Marlene has said it, and it is time for us to go eat some macaroni and cheese and just spend some quality time with the people that we care about the most. All right, guys, me and Courtney, we're out. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the likes again. And for anyone new here, we'll be working on some scooters and stuff hopefully tomorrow. All right, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you later. I'm out. Peace. Time to eat some mac.